Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the New Orleans Mint and show some coins. First thing, started striking coins in 1838, 1861. From 1838 to 1861. I thank Wikipedia for this information too. After the Civil War, it was closed and didn't open again until 1879 for striking coins, and it struck them until 1909. It's now the Louisiana State Museum, and it's part of the Jazz Museum. Now they struck a lot of different coins, from the 3-cent silver star coin and other silver and gold coins, most of the denominations, and with Morgan dollars being the most common coin that they struck. Now, one other interesting thing about them, in 1907, they struck Mexican 20 centavos coins, which was interesting. Anyway, we'll start looking at some of these coins here, of which, pull one of these up, 19070, well worn, but it is. These were widely circulated too, as you can tell by the condition of the coin. It's a 19070. We'll set it here. Another one I got that probably isn't worn quite as bad. It's another 19070, although the back's pretty bad. And this one needs the staple scrunched down, which you just use a pair of pliers, go around and flatten out the staples so that when you put this in a coin box, it won't rub against the other ones. This one needs it too. Won't rub against the other coins and tear up the plastic or scratch the coin. Ones like this are already heavily scratched and worn out, so it's probably not a demand thing that you should really have to do. Now, 1908, the next year, flip it around. See the old mint right there. The rim's pretty bad on this one. It's been flattened. And this one hasn't. It's another 1908. Orleans. Again, with these, if you don't want that to catch, flatten out the staples. Now you can buy a stapler that does this, so you don't have to do it with your coins. Let's go on to a couple other different things. Half dollars. We'll start with the 19030. This particular coin is one of my videos that did a lot of views and made me want to go ahead and do this little project live here, talking about the old mint. Here's a 1906. Again, the old mint is right there. So let's go ahead and go to the older half dollar. 1855 with arrows. Old mint. This one wasn't cheap. $42 coin. It's got good detail. It's too bad the front ain't as nice as the back. Front's kind of worn. And the rim's a little gone. We'll go ahead and set that on top of these. This is a nice dime, Seated Liberty, 1891. Oh, man. This particular one, it's the last year they made this design. Then they started making barber coins like these in 1892. Can hardly talk about the old mint without kind of showing this Morgan dollar with really good mint luster, and very few details are gone on it. Again, this one needs staples flattened. Somebody really went crazy with the staples on this one. There's 5 staples. All right, let's pull up the loop. And get the light to kind of not blind you, I hope. And we'll tilt the cheek so you can see that it's curved. And there's not very much chatter on the cheek, which is something that detracts from the grade. Now, the reason why this can't be graded, you see that little J mark there, the scratch in between these letters over here. Someone tried to clean off this toning. It's kind of hard to tell on this, but that makes this coin, it won't grade what I need it to grade to make it worth sending, because NGC or PCGS will not miss the toning being cleaned up a little bit. All right, let's pull the other box. A red box. In this, I have a old mint coin back here that's, I think it's in this one. Well, it certainly used to be. I'm not seeing it all of a sudden. Shoot. Well, this is kind of disappointing. I'm looking for a specific item, and I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait. I'm going to talk about the New Orleans mint. Better pull this one out. It's got a VF put on it. It's hard to tell on this, but the Liberty's all there. The Y's right on the edge of the here, so it, but it is last year they made these. Oh man, I guess since they opened the Denver mint, somebody decided the New Orleans mint was just an extra mint and old, and they didn't need it no more. But now it's a museum, so it's the building's still there and it's still being used. We'll go ahead and put this back. And look again real quick, because it's a replica of the Confederate $50 that they struck in New Orleans. It was in here somewhere. Another old mint one I almost forgot I had. Come back. Keep looking real quick. I thought it was in this box. There ain't very many coins left to look through, and here it is. This is a replica, because if this was the real coin, 1861 Confederate $50, the real coin, this is a copy. It's made out of pewter metal or something. It's not worth much. It's got a $2 thing on it, but the actual coin, the actual Seated Liberty Confederate half would be thousands of dollars. I don't even, even the restrike ones are pretty expensive. Now, let's go ahead and look at this one. It says it's fine details. It's been cleaned. It's a 1907 $50, and you'll see the old mint here at the bottom. Now, the only other coins I got for this to show you are Morgan dollars. So I'll get that box. We'll lay that one right there so you can see it nicely. Right up front. Because in my Morgan dollar box, I'll just slide over here, and this is Morgan dollars and peace dollars. And in this, having problems with my thing. Okay, let's see. My holder. First one I see that's an old mint. 1879, which was the year they reopened the mint part and started making more coins. I can get it to focus, get the light to hit it. There. That's an O. It's got a bit of a scrape right on the O mint too. Let's move along, see if we can find a couple more that don't look too bad. This particular one, it's 1881, and nice mint luster. It's an old mint. I'm not sure if this is the first New Orleans mint coin I bought, but it's one of these Morgan dollars. Okay, I have an 1882 old mint one too. 1882. Flip it over, and then you see the Orleans, the O. This is a pretty nice one too. Probably some of the bell. 1883 O. This one's a little bit less nice. Still has some details left on it though. When I bought it, it was only $30. There's the O mint. So that makes 4 O mints so far. And we're going back a little ways before we get to the next one, it looks like. 1891 one that's heavily worn. In fact, the date's starting to go away a little bit. But 1891, the mint would, U.S. would start running into a crisis. I've got more old mint Morgan dollars than I thought I did. 1892. I'll pull this up. This one's not too bad. Actually has good mint luster left on it too. Front doesn't seem to be as nice though. All right, this 1894 is in the middle of the financial crisis. 1893 and 1895 were very low mints for Morgan dollars. 1894, you don't see these a whole lot either this date. It's an old mint. See a whole lot of them because the mintage was lower than usual. Now, as I roll down towards the end of old mint ones, this one was one I got a while back that I made videos for. It's also in 1898, just like this one is. But this one's got a significant scratch across the face and eyebrow. And other than that, if I can get it to focus, it seems pretty frosty. The mint luster spins around it pretty good. It's probably would grade damage if you send it in, though. It's probably a mint state coin. I struggle really to see any reason why it wouldn't be, but it is damaged slightly. This one says cleaned, and it says cleaned because I know it's been cleaned. This had a lot of straight line dirt marks, like a wipe across the face of this coin. Also has a scratch down this side, which when the light hits it right, you can see it. It's also an old mint. Other than the cleaning problem, doesn't look too bad. Let's see, we only have a few more old mint coins in here. This might be the last one, actually. 1901. They only make Morgan dollars until 1904, and then again in 1921. But 21 was, and that's the last one. 21 was when they started the, Denver making Morgan dollars, and they opened in, I want to say 1905. Hey, A.G. Stacker, look at this box. I went through this box and just showed all the old mint Morgan dollars that are in it, and there's quite a few of them actually. And anytime I talk about old mint, I also have to show this again and again and again. This great mint luster on it. It's a really nice Morgan dollar. Too bad it's been cleaned, because this is one I thought about sending as soon as I saw it, actually. But you can't send something that's been cleaned because they won't grade it. Since you're here, I'll just show you how many of these I have. 1879. Gold mint. It's a nice looking one, not too bad. A little wear. Then when we get to the 1881, which is the next one, was a $39 coin. It's pretty nice too. Oh man. And then we have the 1882 one, which is pretty nice as well. Nice mint luster still on it. 1883 was a little cheaper than those two were. Might be a little bit more common date, but it is an old mint. Now, I don't have any more 1880s old mints. It isn't until we get back until the 1891, which is heavily worn, losing the rim and everything. This would be a coal coin probably, if you bought it from APMEX or somebody like that. That 1892, $45 ones. Oh, and it's pretty nice too. This one, a little wear across the hair, or it's just a poor strike. But that looks like wear to me. Yeah, again and again on this one, and it's a beautiful piece, that's for sure. But look at that price. Wasn't a beautiful price, really. All right, 1894. The year right between 93 and 95, which are real low mints. I don't think this is a real high mintage one either. Maybe $1 million. Whatever it is, the old mint made a lot of Morgan dollars. It's their most common coin they struck. Now, this one is actually, other than the big scratch on the face, battered. A heavy bag mark, as they say. Otherwise, though, quite a bit frostiness to it. But with that heavy of a bag mark, it probably grade out as uncirculated, damaged at best. No details. It's an old mint. I like this one. It's very frosty. It's a really nice piece too. And there's a couple more of them in here. This one I had to clean because it had dirt in a straight line smudge across the face of this coin. And 87 and 96. I don't think I have those years of old mint, that is. I don't know if you can still see, yeah, see that little straight line mark between the star and her neck? That was all over the face of this coin. And the big scratch over here. When the light hits it, you can see it. Well, if I can get it to hit it just right. There. It's quite a scratch. And it's an old mint. It's a nice one. The last old mint Morgan dollar in here is the 1901. And $29. Bought it when silver was quite a bit lower. This might actually be one of the first old mint ones I actually bought. Come on, focus. There's the O on it. They would only make these a few more years, 1904 being the last year of the Morgan dollar. And I have a 1904. I have every year except 93. Every year these except 93 and 95, and I'm close to buying a 95 one if my dealer still has it. It's not cheap. It's an old mint, and it's worn out pretty bad, but they only made like 450,000 of them that year. But this is the last official year, the original run of Morgans. They'd make them again in 1921. This one's not real bad, but get it to focus. A little scratched up here and there, and still has mint luster on it though. And that's kind of important. Now, we'll go back and show you this one. Though I'll have a video on this one coming up pretty soon. It's not too bad. It's last year, the Seated Liberty. If it'll focus for me, there we go, the old mint. $1 dime, not cheap. We'll put that back where people can see it again. And then we had this one out. 1855. Seated Liberty. The O on the back. Now the back on this coin, if it'll focus, is really sharp, kind of nice. The front, not so much. The rim is going away, especially over here, it appears. It's wearing into the star almost. But that's a nice one too. 1906 half. I'll have the video going live for this one pretty soon. And there's the O. This one went crazy on my channel. The 1903 O. Then I have 4 quarters. 1908, another 1908, 1907, and another 1907. These are kind of worn pretty bad, but they're all the New Orleans Mint. Now in my treasure chest, I have at least one Barber half that's an old mint one. I can get it out here in a minute, but I'll go ahead and quickly show the mint marks on each of these. The videos for these, the 1908 and 1907, did pretty well, and did a combined one with the 2 new ones that shows both coins in the same video. It's going live in a little bit. And there we go. Now, this is it's 1902. The back doesn't seem to be as bad as the front. Oh man, right there. This is for my treasure chest challenge because, well, the rim's going away over here, and it was a loose coin in a bag. Just how I prefer to buy coins for the treasure chest, not have to break them out of these holders. But that one's seen quite a bit of wear and tear. And in a mint state condition, mint state 63 or so, this is over $1,000 coin, as is almost all the Barber halves. Anyway, this is pretty much my video for the New Orleans Mint. And to think about 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't have any New Orleans Mint coins. Now I got quite a few of them. But I'm going to go ahead, pull this up again, and show this beauty off. And you can see on the cheek, there's very little chatter on this coin. It does have some. They all do. It's a product of how they were handled and transported when they were transported. But, and there might be a hairline scratch there. If I can get the light to hit it just right. Well, thank you, AG Stacker. I know that you went to the New Orleans Mint because you done a video and talked about it. So let people get another good look at this one. I've featured in a lot of videos just because as Morgan dollars go, it's a stunner. It's just too bad this toning over here, it's got little bitty spots between the lettering where someone cleaned. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on this. But over here, between the U and R, there's a J, and that, or it looks like a J, and that's certainly not a natural occurrence in toning like this. But that is what I wanted to do here. Just go and talk about the New Orleans Mint and show off some of the coins that I got that were there. And then today, I haven't looked this one up to see how common this S Mint 73 proof is. If it's a large mint year or a lower mint. $4. I'm gonna say it's not silver. They did make some of these in silver, 90% silver later, but I don't think this one is. Not for $4, and certainly wouldn't be for $4 if it's a 90% coin. It'd been more. It's just a modern proof. But you know, they keep getting better at making these proofs. So the newer ones are really stunners. This one ain't bad though. I quite like it. But it's starting to get a little bit later. Gotta go to work tomorrow. Got a few other things I need to do tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this up for anybody who missed, which last night's stream had a lot more viewers than tonight, a lot more comments, but that'll happen. I mean, what can you do? Anyway, thanks for stopping by, AG Stacker 1776. And anybody that watches this, go to his channel and watch some of his videos. And if you like him, like his content, subscribe. I'll say the same thing goes for Frosty and Old Country Coin Collector. They have interesting videos and stuff, so go check them out. And AG Stacker gives us a thumbs up, and I give him one back, and y'all have a good night.